Okay, what's volume, you guys?
Something.
Something. Do you have a guess what volume is?
Length times height.
It is length times width times height. If you're talking about a rectangular prism.
Oh, like the amount of stuff in the space or something.
Yes, the amount of space inside a solid. And we have a very generic formula to follow. Oh boy. Big B is your base area, so kind of area of the bottom, your base shape, times the height. So big B is your base area. And H is height of your solid. So it's going to feel a lot less heavy compared to the stuff that we were doing last time. A lot easier, not so much work, less tedious. It's way nicer. Base area times height. So on this first one, what kind of a prism do we have? What would you name this guy?
Triangular.
Triangular prism. So our base shape is a
Triangle.
triangle, right? It's just laying on its side. So how do you find the area of a triangle? Base times height divided by 2. Here's our base. So there's our right angle. What's our height? We don't have it, but we can find it using Pythagorean theorem. So 15 squared equals x squared plus 9 squared.
225. What's 119?
144.
134.
Oh, wait.
You're
No,
close.
144.
144. So our height is 12. Okay, and now we just plug in.
Why is 15 squared?
I did it 2 steps in one.
Wait, we don't have the base though.
We get.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we do.
We just got it.
You just got the height, buddy.
Our base is
The base. 9 times 10.
Height of the
9.
triangle. Do this. No, it's not.
Where are we lost?
Nowhere.
It's pretty
I'm found.
We found
What
our
if I did it right?
base is 12. Base of your triangle is 9. Your height is 12. Divide by 2.
Must be some.
And how tall is our prism?
Basically.
12.
Give me a pencil.
Our prism goes back how far? 10. So now guys, we simply just multiply all this together.
You get this.
How many's left?
Let me know what you get. If you multiply this whole thing in your calculator, it should be 540.
I didn't do it.
The base is the triangle.
I did it a different way.
How would the base of the triangle? That's not a circle.
Okay, hold on. Why are we so confused? You just told me that it's called a triangular prism, right? And you name a prism by its base shape. It's just laying on its side. It's laying on its side.
Nice. What's the trick?
Okay, what's our base shape on this one? Pentagon.
Knew it.
Do you guys remember how to find the area of a pentagon?
Yeah.
5 times 3.4. Divide by 2.
No. Half your apothem times your perimeter.
4 is 3.4.
What's our apothem?
3.4
3.4.
times 25.
You guys agree our perimeter is 25?
Yep.
Our side length is 5. 5 times 5. So if we plug it in, half 3.4 times 25. You know, what's the height of our prism? 8. Let's take that whole thing times 8, and we'll get our answer. 340?
Everybody can know about it.
Yeah. Did you guys notice, how do you label units for volume? Cubed, right? Three-dimensional, cubed. What's your base shape on a cylinder? Circle. So it's still the same. Base area, pi r squared, times the height. This is the area of the bottom, your circle, times how tall your cylinder is. So if we find this first one, round to the nearest 10. What's our radius? 4.5.
Hey, let's go.
How tall is it? 5. Type it in.
Got this.
Anyone get an answer?
318.
Yeah.
This one good.
Is that what you have in the-
Inches cubed.
That makes sense.
Okay, next one. We have a cylinder with a radius of 3 and a height of 8. We're just plugging in, right?
Nine times 8.
What did you guys get?
72.
Pi r squared times 8?
It's gonna be like 220.
Wow, you're very close. Anyone have an exact answer?
26.2.
226.2.
I almost got that. It's shooting my head. What did you guys?
No. Hey, what is it?
What?
Folks, I have a question.
What?
Do you guys see these stacks of books up here?
Yeah.
My
No.
question is, which one has a greater volume?
They're the same.
Stack A or stack B? Which one's a bigger volume? Why is it the same?
It's the same amount. The same amount.
It could be
It's
different.
just tilted.
There's the same amount of stuff.
It's the same.
Same amount of stuff, right? You guys know what it's like when it's called when it's straight up and down? What is this called?
How
Regular.
What?
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like
Regular
I'm-
quote kind of starts with an R. It's called like a right prism. It's standing straight up. What about when it's slanted? You guys know what this one's called?
Slanted to the right.
Half of the
Oblique. So on the next page, it's talking about the capillaries principle.
Is that why you have those books?
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if an object is straight up and down or pushed to the side. The formula is still the same. It's still base area times its height. It just looks a little different. It's not everything straight up and down, right? You still find the volume the same way?
You can find the volume by putting it times the volume.
What is that?
Yeah, you could. So do we have a right prism here or an oblique prism? Oblique. Does it matter?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so our base area, look, they're giving us our big B. We already know our base area. They're telling us. They did the hard part for us. 17.3. What's our height? 6.4. Multiply those together, and that's our
You
volume.
would probably get a solid 104. 110. 106.
Landed.
107.
So 107.
They're getting warmer.
You're close. 110.7
Oh,
centimeters cubed. That's it. We're done.
Yo, the wave.
Because it gave us the base area. Okay, an oblique cylinder that has a radius of 5 feet and a height of 3. Does it matter that it's oblique?
No.
We find it the same way. Pi r squared times h.
It's like 230.
It's 235.6.
Still close, Sam.
What do you think it is, Landon?
Well, I was guessing 220, 230. It was 235.
It's right there.
Bro, that's a calculator.
This is the second time. Is there some pockets? You got your phone? Guys, she's waiting. Come on.
Okay, I have 2 left. This one says a manufacturer packages its products in cardboard boxes that have the same length and width but different heights. If the volume of box B is 150 cubic inches greater than volume of box A, what is the length of each box?
Got set up.
Gotta set it up, yeah. What are we setting up? Numbers. What do we know about the lengths of each box? They're the same. So can we just give it a variable?
Yeah.
What do we give it?
X.
So let's call this X and this X. What do you think we should find? Base area? Yeah.
It's right there.
Can we take a step further and find the whole volume?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do that.
Let's find one.
Let's find the volume of box A. Base area? What would your base area be? 4 times
7.
times the height of 7. What was that? What would that simplify to? 28, right? 4 times 7. So 28x. That's your volume. Okay, this is my board right now. Like, why will it not let me click?
And 48.
Box B. What would our base area be?
4x times 10.
4x times 10.
40x plus 150 is 28.
You're so close.
28.
Well, now it says the volume of the bigger box is 150 cubic inches, greater. So how can we use that to help us find x?
Plus 150. Wait, 48x plus 150, right?
No.
40x plus 150.
That's what I said.
20x plus 150.
That don't work.
That's literally what I was saying.
I know the difference between these two is what?
180.
150, right? What does difference mean?
Subtract.
Subtraction. 40x minus 28x equals 150.
Wow.
How many x's do we have?
Like
12.
12.
12.
And no, we didn't.
Can we divide?
2.5.
12.
12.5 is our length.
That was really good. That was
It won't let me. It won't even let me click on my board. I tried to click purple and it still left me with red. Oh, but now it's purple.
Is it ready?
Annoying.
Is it ready?
Yeah, but now when I click down here on my computer, it's purple.
No, it's not.
We got one left. We can do it. One more. Okay, last one. We have 2 containers filled with popcorn, and we want to figure out how many times greater the larger container is than the smaller one. What do we need to find?
The volume.
I'm going to call this guy A and this one B.
7.25
7.25.
and 11.4.
Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna not use my board anymore. I'm just gonna turn this off because it's not working at all.